my baby, my Valentine, yeah. Boy, now you done making my temperature rise. If you leave me, I go die, I swear. You are like the oxygen
I know the experience as a police officer myself, where in some instances they can plant a firearm and shoot you, pretending as if you shot them. About fearing for my life. And myself, I am a seasoned and a career police officer. I know the field. And I know in the situation like this, a policeman plus or minus 15 come with balaclava. Why are they hiding themselves? Because there are instances in my experience where the police come and plant drugs in your house and pretend as if that drugs was found on you. I know the experience as a police officer myself, where in some instances they can plant a firearm and shoot you, pretending as if you shot them. So the fearing of my life, it comes in that line that why a police officer wearing a balaclava? Why do you hide yourself if you're coming to do a legitimate police work? Because you don't hide yourself. You introduce yourself, you produce your search warrant, you do your work. It means if you hide yourself with balaclavas, there's something untoward.
Mr. Kabinde, you just made serious allegations here of police planting and killing people, extrajudicial. Are these things you've ever reported anyway? Because these are serious allegations you're making.
What I'm saying, through my experience as a police officer, these are instances that they get reported. And also, as an IP'd officer as well, those were cases that were always on our desk to investigate as we were investigating the police. So those are things that I've got experience with.
Hi guys, my name is Nonima Digela. Welcome to my YouTube channel and my Facebook page and my TikTok space. Okay, so today I want us to talk about some of the things that happened this day. I was like, I'm getting clips. I'm gonna put a clip here of the chief of staff of Minister Mchunu. Hi Bo, the chief of staff. Hey. He did an interview. No, that was not an interview. Sorry. He did a media briefing. Does he think that Yena Nomkwanaze are here? They are equals. Someone please tell him to sit down. Someone tell the chief of staff to sit down, because what he just did now, he ruined everything. He ruined everything for himself, or even for Mchunu for that matter. Because number one, he admitted the relationship between Mkhotsi and Mchunu. He admitted that there is that relationship, even though he tried to dodge it and say he is just an ordinary person who visits the office like any other person. Sir, we are not taking that. We're taking that they did have meetings. That's what we will take from that, the entire conversation. What we will take is that they did have meetings. That's what we will take. The second thing that I was like, is this man listening to himself? Is this man listening to himself? He spoke about police, how his experience with police, he knows that they can plant you. They can, when they come wearing paragraphs, they are coming with danger. Why would they come wearing paragraphs? I was like, Aibo. And okay, so a police officer now is scared of other police officers when they come to them wearing balaclavas. But it's a problem when civilians are having an issue with that. We as civilians must accept that police can come wearing a balaclava and do a search and seizure situation in our houses. But when it's them, it's done to them by their very own colleagues. It is a problem. I was like, is this man listening to himself, or Usesangene and Jegaiwan? Because what is this now? And then he says the police can plant isibam in your house. They can plant a firearm, and then when they have planted you with a firearm, and then they can claim that you shot at them, they were defending themselves. That's what he alluded to. And then he says they can even, the white powder, that white powder, they can even plant that and say it's coming from your house. That's the other thing that he said. He said a lot. And then the journalist was like, that was asking questions. These are serious allegations that you are saying. And then he changed now his tune and be like, no, these were the things. I was working for IPID and I was a police officer. These are the cases that we were investigating against police officers. Sir, we are not stupid. We are not children here. We heard what you said. We heard what you said. You said a mouthful about police. You said a mouthful about police. And then now he expects South Africans to pretend as if they did not hear what he said. Like, honestly, I'm gonna put that clip here. You guys listen to him, because I'm still shocked. I'm still processing everything that he was saying. But when it comes to this part, I thought, let me do a video. I'm gonna be doing videos, in fact, about a lot of things that he said, but this one caught my attention the most because I was so shocked. I was literally shocked by how he was. I think he is nervous. I think he is scared. I think he did not even think that things will get to where they are today. I think so. I think he has never imagined being where he is today. Because right now I have a question of a chief of staff organizing a press briefing and there's no one else. There's just him. What's up with that? A lot happened in South Africa today. But this man, the chief of staff, I don't know. I don't know. I guess even there's something that needs to be, there's something that needs to be checked there. Something happened there that is not okay. Something is not okay there. Because what? Chief of staff he is mad because of the things, in my view, that General said about him. He is mad. He says that he and Mkhwanazi were partying together. They were friends. Mkhwanazi would visit him at his workplace. Mkhwanazi said that he is not a closest friend, but he knows him through his brother that worked at IPID, who was a police officer also. He also agrees that from time to time he had seen him. He did not go into details, but they are not best friends or close friends. But time will tell, son. He's so angry that I can say he's very angry and he's very touched. He's very much touched. And I've been saying this even when Sibia started doing interview. Stay away from interviews when you are emotionally collapsing, because you are going to say things that you are not supposed to say. Stay away from interviews when you are emotionally collapsing, because that's what Sibia did, and it did not go. It's not good. What he did then, it's still out there, and then it's something that is going to be used against him because it's things that were said by him. Even chief of staff should have shush up until ayovela kwi-commission kaMadlanga or a parliament. But now, because abana wo, I don't know who advised him to go to the media, because right now Mkhwanazi is gonna come with receipts, because he said go to the media and you will find out. Go to them now. There he goes effing around, and he's about to find out even more. Anyway, guys, what are your thoughts with everything that was shocking that was revealed by the chief of staff? Even though he tried to do a U-turn and a 360 on the entire situation. But what are you thinking about that? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.
Survive, I'll be honest. Your loving